Hey guys, in this video, I just want to go over this new manga that I recently read called CubeCraft, and I'm just going to give my review on it. So, this is CubeCraft. The story is about a high school first year, Takedo, who has been selected as a beta tester for a game called CubeCraft. It's a sandbox-style video game, CubeArts, and he couldn't be happier as soon as he puts on the game VR headset. Takedo finds himself immersed in a sprawling world made entirely of blocks where he can mine, build, and hunt to his heart's content. But when a log-out error traps him and his friends inside the game, Takedo discovers that even sandboxes can be deadly. So as you can see, this is a SAO Minecraft-style manga, but it is actually really good. So from what I've seen in Volume 1, the story follows our main character Takedo, the red-haired kid. He's a very caring person. He cares for his friends dearly, and he's trying to solve the problem. And in Volume 1, they're actually trying to find out how to revive their friend who died in the first chapter. And he actually realized that, hey, Takedo actually felt the pain. It felt very real, and he was going to say something about how it's possibly dangerous in the game, but died before he could speak out on it. And the revive system is broken right now, and the logout button's broken. They keep delaying it and making excuses. And they said it won't be fixed for a couple hours in the real world, which time flows differently. 2 minutes in real life is a day or two in their world, so they're supposed to be there for like 6 months or something, so a very long time. And when you die in the game, no one actually knows what happens, so they just assume that you probably die in real life too. And then there's you, the long-haired character with the pickaxe. As you can see, he's a very cautious person, nervous, funny. He doesn't trust Noe, the girl. And then there's Sheik, the chubby guy. He's funny, he's there for comedic effect. I love his character a lot. And it kind of just, I'm guessing the story just follows them in their journey in CubeArts. Takedo is a very caring main character. He really cares for his friends a lot. And I guess he's really just trying to figure out what the problem is in the game. Then there's you. He's very sus of Noe. Her name's spelled N-O-A, but I call her Noe because I don't see her being named Noah. It just doesn't make sense to me, so I call her Noe. You is very sus of her. Instead of like Takedo and Sheik, or how I'm going to say his name, who are very accepting of her. I'm sorry if I sounded a bit of repetitive in that last part, but please bear with me. It won't happen again. But later in this volume, they get attacked in this cave. We find more about Noe and her backstory, about how she was kind of a slave in many different ways. Not going to specify any. And there's people who really, they have this ideology that in this game you can show your true human desires because you won't be judged or critiqued or whatever, and you'll never be charged with crimes because it's a game and they show their real desires, and that is their ideology why they're in this game. And they think that it's if you're all buddy and nice that you can't win, nor can you live in this game, and they think it's right just to kind of PvP and etc. So I did think that added an interesting dynamic to the story. I think that there's a lot of potential there with what they could do with the ideology in this villain. Right now, currently unnamed, could really be, but we just know that he enslaved Noah, killed one of Noah's old friends, and has done some pretty bad things and is an overall really terrible person. But it also seems like it's a group of people because we've showed more people, and it seems like they have more slaves, as they did show another slave girl, and they sometimes use these slaves as bait, a way to kill larger monsters such as like the giant lizard or something in the cave. So again, that organization or like these certain villains have a lot of potential, and I think they could do a lot with it. But I definitely do recommend you read CubeArts. It was really enjoyable for me. I'm definitely gonna read it more and buy the manga more in the future. It's a great story. Again, it may not be super original, but it's taking like aspects from a couple other things, and like I think it's doing it in a great way and kind of uniquely. So if you're bored and you don't got nothing to read, read CubeArts. I'd recommend it to anyone really, unless maybe you got some grudge against SAO. But this is, in my opinion, just a lot better than SAO, just from this one volume that I've read. So Yeah, pick it up, read it. I don't know, do what you want to do. See you guys later.
I talk my shit all the time. Yeah, you don't kill shit but a vibe. Yeah, you don't kill shit but a vibe. Nigga, I'm down for real. Nigga, I'm really for real.